Okay, great. So we're going to start standing. You can also do this first little thing in your chair. Okay. So let me get so you can sort of see me. I think yeah, that's great. So first of all, just start by just sort of shaking your wrists. And some of you maybe do this already. Just shake your wrists. It doesn't have to be fast like me. And then your elbows, and then your shoulders. And then if you can, you want to do little baby bounces. I'm on carpet, so that makes it softer on my knees and my joints. And then if you can take your arms out to the side. And this shaking thing is from actually Qigong, which some of you may know, but it's really great for women's bones, to vibrate the bones. It's also really great to move your lymph and your blood, to move your fluids. Now start to let everything jiggle. Like if you have I wore a bra just because it's socially what we do, but this is really great to do. Let everything fly around. So it's a really beneficial thing to do. Plus, for stress, because animals, when they do the whole fight, flight, freeze, when a deer or something is frozen to become invisible, they get up and they do this huge shake. And what that does, it helps to dissolve, digest, and use that adrenaline, cortisol, or whatever the animals have. So I think this can be a good stress reliever. And then just jiggle it around. Just, make everything shake as much as you can. And, at home you can use your voice because the vocal cords also count as tissues and we want to get everything lubricated. And then just stand for a second and just notice how you feel. Maybe lighter, maybe tingly, maybe something else. You can't get it wrong, okay? No matter what you do today or any day with movement, you cannot do it wrong. Just do what you can. And bring your arm over your head. I'm using my right arm. And take your left middle finger and thumb and maybe make a little bracelet around your wrist. And then just bring that arm up so you're lifting your rib cage a little higher. And then just take the body over to the side a little bit. So I'm taking my right arm over my head, just over to the left, and breathe really deeply into your lower lung lobe. You got 3 lung lobes on the right. Breathe into where the lower ribs are. You don't have to know where the lung lobes are. That's just me impressing you with my anatomical knowledge. But breathe it deeply down into this lower lung with the idea of putting some breath, some space, breaking up any constrictions there. And then inhale, bring it on the way up, and then float the arms down. Take a moment and feel. And then take the other arm, bracelet, around your left wrist. And inhale, lift up high, then take it up and over the top. It's just a little bit of a bend to the side. Breathing into your left lower lung lobe. There's only 2 lobes on the left side to make room for the heart, by the way. That's some trivia that if you have trivia night might be useful in the science category. Breathing, not that I suck at trivia. Breathing down into the lower ribs there. Allow that breath to expand that lower rib cage. Remember, it's about having fun. Enjoy it. And then inhale, bring it on up. And exhale, float it down. Just notice if you feel any different. Now this next one could be challenging for some, so just do what you can. You can take your arms out to the side. Right arm will go over the left. Okay, I'm pretty bendy here. And then if you can just even bend your elbows a little bit. For some, this might be a huge stretch. For others, just give yourself a hug. For those of you that have a little bit more arm flexibility, you can go ahead and bring them together or take the full shape. Okay, so this is like this full shape. It's not necessary. Even just hugging yourself or just even taking your left arm onto your right shoulder and just hold that a little bit. So we're breathing now into you and take your arms and then just take the body over again to the left, breathing into your middle lung lobe here. Kind of getting right under your armpit, right around the same level as the breast would be. And then you can just move your body just forward, just move it forward just a little bit, getting right between your shoulder blades in the back, taking that breath all the way back there. Then inhale, bring your head up, and then release your arms and let it go. Just notice if you feel any different. And we'll do the other side, so arms can go out to the side. Left arm will somehow go over the top, can bend the elbows, and then just bring your hands together and clap if you can. If not, here's fine. Or hug yourself, or my right arm will hold my left shoulder or my arm, and just to get a little bit of action here in the left, okay? Inhale, exhale. Again, feeling that left middle lung lobe. You can take the body over to the right, just a smidgen. That's a technical term. Yeah. And then slowly just bring it forward just a smidge, just between the shoulder blades, breathing behind the heart, breathing into the back of the heart, opening up that shoulder blade region. And then inhale, bring the body up, head up, and then release your arms, exhale, and take a moment. And just notice if that did anything for your mood. Do you feel a little bit more easeful in the body? Maybe it stirred something up. Maybe you don't feel as easeful. Maybe you feel worse, in which case, maybe do less next time. Take the legs a little bit wide for you, okay? So I'm not like big, super wide. And this is carpet, so it's a little bit slippery. So just be where you feel okay. If you got socks on a slippery wood floor, not the best idea. Unless you can do the splits, then that's on you. And take your left foot out and rotate it, the toes to the side a bit. And then we're just going to take that left leg, and we're going to put our L's, make some hands into L's here, and place it right here in the hip crease, not your waist, but right here where the leg bends. That gives your hip socket some awareness there. And then just inhale and then exhale, bend that front leg. It can be just a little bit. Even if you have hardly any movement in the knee, just the smidge will do it. Those of you who can go a little bit deeper, do it. Just nice and glidey, slide and glide. So just sliding and gliding. What this is doing is lubricating gently in the hip joint. And I believe as people, in the way our furniture and our lifestyles have been structured for the most part, keep going down and up here a little bit. Keeping this nice and lubricated in the hips can be very useful. And just do one more. And bring it on up. Rotate the foot in. Slowly walk your feet together. Take a moment and just notice if you feel any different on one side or the other. You may or you may not. And then take the legs wide again. Rotate your right foot out. Left foot in a smidgen. Inhale, exhale, bend your right knee and exhale up. So inhale and exhale. And you can also reverse the breathing. It's not like anything bad's gonna happen. It does different things. So if you love this and you want to play around with, do I inhale or exhale on the way down or up? That's for you to play with and get back to me with what you find. So lubricating the joints. I'm not trying to strain anything. My goal isn't to go super deep. The goal is to really warm up that synovial fluid. And we do that by moving. The synovial fluid is the fluid that's in each of your joints. One more. And it's just like the oil in your car. Once it's warm and has moved, it helps the car better. So when your synovial fluid has warmed up, you can move more. Ew. Okay, one more thing for standing. Take the legs wide, rotate the left foot out, right foot in again. And now we're just gonna do I'm a little teapots. So inhale, exhale, now just tip the hips. So now I'm gonna get maybe some action on my left inner thigh, and I'm just taking my body straight over and up. So I'm just taking it over and up. Inhale, exhale, over and up. Again, I'm not trying to go very far. If I can go far, fine. But the goal isn't to go deep and just bend everything. It's just hinging right here at the hip. My spine is straight. So if you have back stuff, this can actually be really great for your back because you're not tweaking anything in the spine. You're just opening up some of the tissues at the base, which is where your pelvis is. Okay, one more of these on this side. Stay on this side. Now we're going to combine the two. We're going to bend the leg, straighten, keep that leg straight, and you do I'm a little teapot over and up. Okay, this is the big sequence of the day. Bend that knee, straighten, keep that leg straight as you I'm a little teapot over. We'll take it a couple more times. These are what I call the slide and glides. Slide and glide, Mr. Hanky. You can do these in line at the grocery store. I do these at the airport. You can sort of just sneak it in anytime you're waiting around, standing in a line or something. And so what if we look weird? We're from Mount Holyoke College, so let our freak flags fly, people. One more. Let's bring it on up. Walk the feet together. Just take a moment, stand, and notice if you feel any difference on one side or the other. I know I do. I feel way more open on this side. And if you don't, it's still working. Legs wideish again. Rotate, rotate. Inhale, exhale. Just I'm a little teapot over. Let's take it plain first. So we're just doing some I'm a little teapots. Exhale over. Inhale up. Notice I am not bending my spine. I'm just creasing at that hip, right where your little L is, right there. That's to tell you to go, okay, that's where I bend. That's the angle. It's like a letter K there. K for cool. Or whatever else you like to say. I like the fact that I have embraced my inner nerd, and my inner nerd is now my outer nerd. And so I feel so much more comfortable in my life. All right, now we're going to combine the two. So inhale, exhale, bend that knee, the right knee. Inhale up, keep that leg straight, and then I'm a little teapot over. This little sequence is right here. These four little moves: bend and straighten the leg, keep the leg straight, and just tip and up. If you do this every day, it takes literally less than 2 minutes. It can take 5 minutes if you want to go more. But if you just do this sometime in your day, you will notice a change for the better. I'm hoping. Okay, let's do a couple more rounds. Bend and straighten. You can go slower than me, faster than me. I'm going sort of a medium. I'm probably going at a faster tempo because, you know, I'm rushing to get through everything in time. But when you get the recording, take it at your own pace. Okay, walk your feet together. Take a moment and feel. Just notice if your back feels different, if your spine feels any longer. And let's take a quick sit. And just close your eyes. Find a comfortable place to be. And just start by finding the breath that's right for you. So don't worry about doing any fancy breathing. Just find the breath that's right for you. Not too fast, not too slow. Just the right amount of air for you, not just the right tempo. It's okay to experiment. You cannot get this wrong. If you've never played with this, finding the breath that's right for you before, it'll be fun to explore. It will change every day. And as you keep playing with finding the breath that's right for you, as you find it, you may notice a sense of relief or release starting to move through your body. When you start to find that breath that's right for you, that sense of relief and release, that's your body remembering. That's you remembering I do know what's right for me. Yes, I do. And not only am I capable, but in this moment, I'm also willing to give it to myself. Just stay with that for a few more rounds. And when you're ready, let's take a deep breath in and release. You can rub your hands together. Just tap your head, your face, your chest, your arms, and give yourself a big hug. Thank you so much for joining me.